So Wuzah is a free and open source cybersecurity platform. It gives you a unified solution for threat detection, security monitoring, and incident response. Wuzah combines the capabilities of a SIEM, a security information and events management system, with that of an IDS, or an intrusion detection system, to give you full control of monitoring your organization and your environment. I've started playing around with Wuzah and it's super cool to use. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your own instance on a Microsoft Azure VM and be able to monitor the events going on in your environment completely for free. All right, so to get started, we're going to head over to wazuh.com. So this is the open source security platform. This is their main website, and they make it super easy to get things started. They have an install Wuzah button on their site. So the main server itself has a couple different components. So it has an indexer, which is kind of the full search and analytics engine, lets you to generate alerts and that kind of thing. Then there's the main server, and that is what analyzes the data that it gets from the agents and is able to process them. And then we have the dashboard, which is the actual web user interface that you can connect to. And then down below, we also have the different agents that you can deploy to your endpoints. You can do Windows, Mac, Linux, Oracle Solaris, HP, and a bunch of others. So we're going to go ahead and hit the quick start, which is a super easy way to get started. And they give you some hardware requirements, which is how we'll scale or size our VMs in Azure, and the different operating systems that it runs on. So Amazon Linux, CentOS, Red Hat Enterprise, and then Ubuntu, which is what we're going to be using. So there's actually a single command that we have to run to actually start the installation. But before we do that, we got to set up our Ubuntu server instance. So we're going to head into Azure and set up a resource and a virtual machine. So I have my development subscription here selected. I'm going to create a new resource group for this project. So Wuzah, we'll do Wuzah Dev. So that's good for our resource group. And then for the actual, make sure this is Wuzah server. Put it in East US, don't need any infrastructure redundancy, standard machines. The latest version is 2404. We're going to go to Ubuntu Server 2204. And in terms of sizing, so as it says here, for testing and for development, it doesn't necessarily matter. We don't need to follow this exactly. I'm probably going to stay, I'll go on the B4MS, burstable Azure VM. Then we're going to set up an SSH key to be able to log in. I can put my name here for the username. It's going to generate the key pair, and we're just going to call it Wuzah. And we're going to allow SSH because we have to SSH into this machine. Again, we're not locking anything down right now because this is all development, so we don't have to worry about that. The networking, it's setting up a new VNet for our server, and we're actually going to run our agent machine on that same virtual network so that they're able to talk to each other. And that's really all we need to look at this moment. So we'll just go to review and create. Here's the monthly cost on the right side here, but we're only going to be running this machine for a bit, so it shouldn't cost much at all. And then we're going to go ahead and create. So you have to download the private key for the SSH, and we'll have that saved on our desktop so we can easily access it later when we try to SSH in the machine. And so the machine is deploying. All right, so our Wuzah server machine, our Ubuntu server machine, has completed deployment. So we're going to go to that resource and then connect. This will give us the details. So here's the public IP. All right, so we're going to open up a terminal here, and we're going to CD to our desktop where the SSH key is. So now that we're here, let's make sure it's there. Yeah, it is, wazuh.pem. Okay, so we need to first change to read-only access on wazuh.pem. Okay, and once we do that, then we can paste in this SSH, and that's the public IP and the username that I'm connecting as, but since we're in the right directory, we just need to change this to wazuh.pem. So we're SSHing in, and yes, we want to continue connecting. adds the IP to the local host. There we go. So now we are connected to our Ubuntu server 2204 machine, and we can start the process of installing the Wazuh server. So first on our Ubuntu box, we're going to have to install, or have to update, that is. So sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. Let that run. Do we want to continue? Yes, we do. And we'll let it do its thing, update the machine. All right, so everything's updated. And then we just need to install curl so we are able to pull down that Wazuh install. Okay, so now that that is installed, we can grab from the quick start, from the Wazuh quick start, grab their installation assistant, which makes it super easy, single command, and we start installing. All right, so while the Wazuh installation assistant is running, it can take a bit to install all the pieces, the indexer, the server, the dashboard. We're going to set up another VM within Microsoft Azure, and that is going to be our Windows machine that we'll use to connect to the dashboard, and we'll also use to deploy an agent and be able to monitor that machine. So we'll create a new resource, another virtual machine, same subscription and same resource group, so we can easily manage those resources in Azure. And so this one is just going to be Wazuh Windows 10, East US, no redundancy, standard machines, and a Windows 10 Pro 22H2. For this one, I'm definitely going to set it up on a burstable B2MS, lower cost and a smaller machine. And then we just need to set up our username, so again, Zach, and our password. And then we will need to RDP into this machine, so we'll leave that open. Disks is fine, we'll set it to standard SSD, we don't need premium. Okay, and so for virtual network, we need it to be on the same virtual network as our server so they can communicate with each other easier. We don't need to do any VNet peering or anything like that. It isn't showing up at the moment, but I think it might just take some time. So we'll refresh and then come back. All right, there we go. Now the server VNet is showing up, and we've got a subnet for it and an IP, and we'll leave RDP open. And we can skip through all this, so we'll just go through review and create. Okay, and then it shows on the right again how much it'll cost per month, but we're just using this as a test machine. So we're going to create it. Okay, so it looks like our Windows 10 machine is all set up and running, and our Wazuh server is set up, gives us the credentials to log in. So we're going to RDP into that Windows 10 machine, and that'll allow us to then browse to the IP that the Wazuh server is sitting at. So we're going to connect here. Okay, so we'll grab the IP here to get connected with RDP. We'll add a PC to this. There is our IP. Add that, and we're going to get connected. My username, password here, and yes, we want to connect. Taking a bit to log in, so while it's doing that, we need to grab the IP of our server, because that's how we'll be able to access the web interface. There we go, got that IP. All right, so in our Windows 10 VM, we're going to fire up Microsoft Edge, and we're going to go to this IP, HTTPS, and then it's port 443. It's not loading. It's not the public IP, it's the private IP. Okay, so we need the private IP of our server, which is 10.0.0.4. Okay, that's what you need to use, not the public. 10.0.0.4, 443. Boom. Okay, and it's going to show you a privacy error. That's fine. Just go to continue. Here we go. There's the Wazuh dashboard. We have our credentials here that we need to use to log in. So it's admin, and then just copy this password. and it will do its thing, checking API connection, indexes, and then we will be in the actual web interface. There we go, there it is. So this is kind of the main dashboard of Wuzah, and there's a bunch of different endpoint security, threat intelligence, security operations, cloud security, all kinds of different areas that you can use to configure your monitoring and your threat detection. All right, so while we're still in the Windows 10 VM, we're going to go back to wazuh.com and we're going to pick up the Windows agent. So the first thing to do is to download the Windows installer, so it's an MSI file. The easiest way to do this is just to open the graphical interface, get this installed, and then we'll just be putting in the IP of, so here's run the agent configuration interface, and then we just need to put in the IP of our server. So 10.0.0.4, save. And then start the service. So agent started. Click out of this, and if we go back to our dashboard. All right, so now in the dashboard, you can see that we have an active agent, and it is our Windows 10 machine. Okay, so we can click through this agent, and we can see where it stands in terms of compliance with different standards. We can see if there's any recent events going on, and we can even look at some of these benchmarks, which allow us to kind of harden the system, set better security controls, make sure it's up to date, patched, and everything, all through this Wazuh dashboard, which is super cool. So that's it. In future videos, I plan to walk through some different use cases that they provide in their proof of concept guide in the documentation from Wazuh. Overall, I think that it's a great tool, and I'm definitely excited to learn more about it. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any ideas for projects or anything you'd like to see, or if you're planning to try it for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit subscribe and like. It helps out the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.